my name is Stan the Scorpion, and today we're taking a look at the Masters of the WWE Universe Sting. So before we get to the figure, let's take a look at the packaging. So first off, we have the Masters of the WWE Universe, the Sting name, Mysterious Vigilante of Vengeance. There we go, power posing. You've seen this before. We got some nice artwork right there. And then right here, we got some stuff of the Masters of the Universe line. The Dark Warrior with a voice of silence and a mission of justice strikes fear onto the black heart of the evil force that created him. But whose side is he on? We got some nice, very retro packaging, and let's get on to the actual figure itself. So Sting here comes with a little mini comic, and it's actually pushing the boundaries of what a mini comic is. These were the original mini comics. Look at that. Well, this is one of the original 4, so it has text and not comics. But look at this. What is this? What is this? What is this guy? What is this little boy? What is this? This is just one stripper, and then phrasing is important. And then here we have the little stats: Sting, the Mysterious Vigilante of Vengeance. But you don't care about this. Let's get into the actual figure. Sting is a WCW legend that did such legendary things such as, and he feuded with Hulk Hogan. Ooh yeah. No wait, that's Macho Man. And then he went into Impact Wrestling and did some stuff, including having a match with Jeff Hardy. But we don't talk about that. And then he went to the WWE, had like 3 matches and fractured his back. I don't know. The point is he retired, but his legendary lasts on forever. Wow, that sounds cliche. This design is based off the Monday Night Wars version of Sting in WCW, or as people that aren't common with wrestling call it, why Hulk Hogan a bad guy? He told me to eat my pills. Told me to eat my pill, my vitamins, say my prayer. Why bad? Why he bad? Why he black? Years. This was when WCW and WWE went through their edgy teenage years. To put it short, WWE or WCW saw a cool guy called ECW down in Philadelphia, and WWE was like, ooh, that's cool. Gotta start saying naughty words like damn and make a man fall off a fucking 20-foot cage. And WCW was like, black is cool. And that's how Sting went from an Ultimate Warrior knockoff to a Kiss knockoff. This guy strikes a presence in your Masters of the WWE Universe display case. The fact that he came from the WCW side of the Monday Night Wars really shows, because he is the blackest character there and is a contrast to the other figures in a certain way. And he also complements Finn Balor in a certain way. But he and Warrior look fantastic together. The painting is minimalistic, but it displays well with the scorpion on his chest, with some metallic features on his legs and on parts of his torso, which is a basic modern Masters of the Universe body. The face sculpt is spectacular. The face paint is a nice contrast to the brown of his hair. And for the accessories, he comes with a claw and a crab leg? The claw is an obvious reference to Clawful from the Masters of the Universe series, from which this series was based off of. And to move the claw, you simply have to move it with this little knob here. This crab leg or stinger is a reference to Sting's name, and before any of you funny boys try to make a joke about Sting and Sting, it's my comment section alone. Both of these accessories have a nice and rigid feel. However, this crab leg can't fit well into Sting's hands for whatever reason, probably due to the fact that it's made from this type of plastic. It's just way too big to fit inside of Sting's hands, and due to the weight of the accessories, his wrist tends to get really wobbly, which makes posability hard. The overall posability is really good though. His head is on a ball joint, his arm is on a hinge, and it can also swivel. His forearm can bend. His wrist is on a hinge, but it can also swivel. His waist can swivel. His leg is on a ball joint. His knee is also on a ball joint. His shins can swivel, some up and down at the foot, and it can pivot. As I said, the posability on this figure is good, and it can be put into dynamic poses, wrestling poses, edgy poses. But if you are expecting Figma articulation out of this guy, good luck, because you're not gonna find it. But anyway, let's call upon the Storm Shadow Army for this guy to receive his final judgment. So I give this figure 1.5 Storm Shadows out of 3. Wait. This Storm Shadow represents 1 Storm Shadow. This figure is an overall nicely sculpted figure and a nice representation of Sting, but the only thing I don't like are the accessories. Don't get me wrong, the claw was pulled off nicely, but the crab leg looking thingy could have been way more improved. The chains just don't fit inside Sting's hands, and they could have just used a rod instead. And also, it's too heavy, it just brings the figure down, and it makes posing harder. But other than that, this figure's pretty good. I recommend buying it if you're a WWE fan or a Masters of the Universe fan. And at $14.99 at least, it's a bit less than an Elite figure, but it's way better than a basic. So that's the end of this video. Like, comment, share, do all the things that you gotta do, and I'll see you guys in the next video.